Swadhyaya. Today we will discuss about Swadhyaya as it is mentioned in Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. Swadhyaya is one of the 5 niyamas included in Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. The word Swadhyaya is a compound Sanskrit word which is comprised of 2 parts. The first part is Swa, which means one's own self. The second part can be read either as dhya, which means contemplation, meditation, or reflection about one's own self, or adhyaya, which indicates a lesson or a tutorial or reading. So when these 2 parts are put together, Swadhyaya literally means to study about one's own self, or to contemplate or to meditate or introspect about one's own self. Swadhyaya is practiced as a self-reflection process where one silently meditates. This can be while one is in an asana. One needs to reflect on one's own behaviors, motivations, and plans. So, in a sense, Swadhyaya is like observing one's own self spiritually in a mirror that has no distortion. In self-study for yoga, Swadhyaya is not only contemplation of one's own motives and behaviors, but also about the circumstances and the environments which triggers those behaviors in one's life. It's about reflecting why one did some action or reacted or worked in a specific way, how one's life's direction has taken, and what desirable changes can lead to a more fulfilling self. The practice of Swadhyaya as a niyama is perfected in more than one forms. Apart from the one form that we just discussed, Swadhyaya can be practiced through repeated chanting of certain sounds, like Om, in a meditative way. This helps anchor one's mind to a specific single thought. Practicing this niyama helps draw the mind away from outward going tendencies. It helps in silencing the crowding of thoughts and ultimately helps one project one's feelings inwards for a certain resonance. Apart from chanting a mantra like Om, in certain practices, this can also be using certain music, sermon, chants, or inspirational books that absorbs a person to a state of trance or a unifying oneness in this process of introspection. Swadhyaya can also be practiced while reading spiritual literature that helps one look inside one's self, look within and introspect. Another way of practicing this niyama of Swadhyaya is through the practice of anitya bhavana, where one reflects on the transitoriness of life